And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. Well, I am cooking up some fertilizer. I've used all that rotten flesh we got from the horde and everything. I have been cooking up. It's going to take quite some time to do all of this, even though I've got extra quicker crafting. It's still going to take a long time. So while that's cooking, we are pretty protected in our base now. We're at that point in the game where it comes down to personal choice. Do you want to, just linger out and go scavenging, all that kind of stuff, or do you want to work on building projects? And one of the things I love about this game is you can build and design and all of that. And so we're going to move into a sort of a building phase now. We're going to scout out some locations. I really like that those hills up there are within viewing distance. Now, even if we put a building on top, we wouldn't be able to see it from this far away because it doesn't actually load in your blocks until you get closer. So even though we wouldn't be able to see it, we would be able to go out there and get a good view of all of the surrounding area. So, when you're moving into sort of a building phase, you're going to need a lot of materials. And I've done some mining, so I've got lots and lots of stone. I've got not very much wood, so we're going to need to plant a bunch of trees and get that going. But we're going to need a bunch of concrete as well, because I want to build like a mountaintop bunker of sorts, like a castle on top of a mountain. So we're going to need a few things. And, we have some concrete, but that's not a whole lot of concrete, to be honest. So let's see. I want to build a bunch of furnaces to kind of kickstart our way here. I only have 37 iron pipe. That's kind of weird. So let's look at bellows and see how many of these we can build. So we're going to need a little bit of wood to build these bellows. So I want like 12 of these. That'll use almost all of our hide, which is why I've been saving it and not using it in other places. So we're also going to need some, let's see, we're going to need some stone, and we're going to need some clay to build the forge. And there's the 12 that we need there. So we can put these back. And let's see. Wood we don't need here. We can put our iron pipe back. Yeah, I didn't know I was that short on iron pipe. But I can craft that iron pipe as well. So that's not a big deal. And the remaining stone can go in there. So I'm going to have these forges on our second level here. It's going to be a really high concentration of heat. So let's get this done here. Now, when you place forges, you don't, when they're freestanding, like if I put it in the middle of the room here, you can't put another forge on top because it will just crumble and break, and it will be a sad day because it'll be a waste of all those resources. But if you put them up against a wall, you can put them stacked because the wall piece behind it will support the weight. It will support the block. So you can put them on top of one another if you stack them against a wall. So we're going to have 12 forges up here, all for material processing, because we're going to need a lot of materials. So let's see what our coal situation is. Okay, we've got lots of coal, so I want 6 stacks. That'll be a good 1,000 coal for each. And I don't really have the inventory space to put anything else in. I was hoping to get some good gun parts and stuff for my sniper rifle for that last horde, but we kind of came up dry on that. So I also want to start smelting stone. And since we have 12 things up there, we're going to try to go for 24. I don't think I can store 24 stone right now. So let's go distribute our coal first. So you can hold right click and it'll pick up half of a stack, which is kind of a little tip if you didn't know about that. So we're gonna put just a ton of coal in here. Now I did mod my coal. One piece of coal lasts a full minute because, you know, I've been around campfires. I know how long you can burn something, and coal tends to last longer than 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a little short for a piece of coal. So yeah, this thing, it's going to take a while. The episode will be over by the time these things wrap up. So let's look at iron. So we've got lots of iron. We've got a little bit of steel. I want to really go crazy here. So we're going to need 24, which is 3 full rows of stone. That's a lot of stone. But it's going to make a ton of cement. Like, a ton of it. So we're going to then put 2 in and turn it on. And that will smelt down. And now with these running, we are going to get an extreme number of screamer zombies. So we'll be able to farm, in a way, farm screamer zombies. But we kind of have to be standing outside, because if they don't see you, they don't know you're there, and she won't scream. She'll just die on the spikes. So now we've massively boosted our ability to create resources. Now the fertilizer that I'm making is going to finish off this row, because I've got one more row here to go, and that'll be an even 100 blocks. And then I'm going to have, once I have the fertilizer, another 100 over here. So I'll be able to plant 200 things at a time, which I'll need, because depending on what blocks, like if you're going to make like the redwood blocks, you're going to need chrysanthemums to do that. And I've got a few. I've got only 24 right now, so I'm going to need to put those into seed, plant them over and over and over again, and get that going. I'm farming aloe right now because of the recipe I added to make the reinforced steel upgrade. So it uses oil and aloe cream, which I then created an oil recipe, which I think is pretty fair. 100 oil, or 10 oil shale, and a glass jar. I'm not sure how many glass jars I have. So I've crafted quite a few glass jars. So I'll be able to make quite a bit of oil when the time comes. How much of that do I have, by the way? I only have 94 left. So now we've got a lot of things on right now. Another thing I would like to do is, since we're smelting so much stone, And that's going to turn into a lot of concrete. I'm going to see if we can't make a few more, at least a couple more cement mixers. So these are forged iron, springs, small engine, and mechanical parts, all of which I have. So there's my forged iron. There's my springs. My mechanical parts, I've got 2. And engines. I should have a couple low-level engines here I can use. Cement mixer. So I want 2 of these. We'll let those craft. Put all our stuff away here that we don't need. I heard some zombie action out here. And we're just about at nighttime, so we got to be careful. I can hop over this. I want that rotten flesh. And the bones, I don't really need a whole lot of bones right now. So if we head over... Ooh, this is... I didn't put that down. That's not a good thing. Don't want the accidental zombie coming in here. It looks like there's one over there. Can't wait till I have a machete. Now, another change I made to the XML files recently is because that horde was a little underwhelming. I went in and changed it so the max number of zombies that can be alive at once I doubled from 8 to 16, and I also added the zombie biker to the list of zombies that can come at you, because I was looking at the game stage file and that tells you all the different stages that can spawn. There's our first screamer. So she screamed. Does that yep, there's a cop, so we want to take care of that guy. No, you're not going to blow up. Oh man, another cop? That sounded a little squishy. Okay. I think we've got a couple seconds here. Oh yeah. Always like the loot from a cop. Oh yeah. Now it's a little bit more dangerous. Give me that lovely loot. Thank you very much. So the first screamer gave us 2 cops, which is awesome. Not sure what controls what they spawn. It could be quite a few things, but I didn't see anything in there about the game stage. If we look at our pistols, we can throw our pistol in there, throw our shotgun in there, and it's almost time for me to go through all of our guns. One of the things I do is I break down all the guns, and then I start combining all of the parts in order to get them up to 600, and then I have a storage of, level 600 guns ready to go or to sell, because these things sell for pretty good a pretty good amount of money once you have, you know, them maxed out. And yeah, you could sell the parts. You know, I could sell all these parts and all that kind of stuff and probably make more money. But to be honest, we're really not hurting for money. We've got lots of stuff that we can sell. I could even sell, you know, my precious metals and get a good... Why is there military fiber in there? Get a good profit, and that's not supposed to be in there either. So the sham can go in here, bone in there, and have I been putting... No, I haven't been putting that in there. Okay. We got 412 animal fat. That's pretty good. So let's go see. These things smelt pretty fast, but it's going to take a while for that to go. And I could piecemeal it out, but let's place our cement mixers. 2 brand new cement mixers. One will go there. I think the other one will go over. Why can't I put one there? Is it the torch? It is. Right there. Now can I replace that torch? Nope. Okay. Can't replace the torch. How about we try to build... let's see. I want a ceiling light, so I need electronic and plastics as well. I don't have many of these. I haven't broken down very many things, so we're going to create some lights here. Instead of having the torches, we'll put some lights up in here. That looks pretty good. Give us our little sort of pseudo-industrial look here. A nice soft light. I don't want to put one in the middle there just because we've got all those chests right there. One at the base of our stairs. There, now we've got some natural light. And granted, Alpha 16 will add the requirement that these be wired up to a generator, and we'll have to be constantly generating electricity for these to even be able to turn on. Which kind of sucks, but it's more realistic, because now I can just get electricity from nowhere. And this is about halfway done, as is this one. I should have a bunch of sand made. Let me put my parts back. And the iron, I don't need that. I want to make some asphalt to finish off our driveway. And so I'm going to need 2 more crushed sand. So I might as well make a full 6 while I'm at it, because we're also going to need some sand for glass, because I want to make some business glass. And glass is glass, lead, and clay. And we've got lead. We've got lots of lead, I think. Yeah, we've got plenty of lead, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, is this one doing anything? No. So now we've got 5 concrete mixers ready to go. And all is well. That'll really help speed up our processing of concrete, because we'll be able to do, you know, 3, let's see, Each one of these can do 6,000. So that's 30,000 concrete at a time. So basically be able to fill this whole chest up with one run of all of those concrete mixers and have a bunch more cement left over. So we're sort of gathering materials right now. We are working on building up so we can go out into the world and maybe have some fun building different structures. If you saw my Gravestowne Heights little build, that's one of the things that I like to do is just get a project and, you know, have fun with it. So we are pretty much set. I do want to get some more lights, so we've got to go out and find a bunch more cars to break down to get the batteries and stuff from them. So lots to do, but you know, it's kind of like you bide your time in between horde nights and try to find things to do, have some fun with it, farm zombies if you can. And it's really dark now in this corner. I've got a torch right there, but I guess I could put one on this side. A little better. Not perfect, but a little better. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.